Good morning. Like and subscribe after you watch the video and share if you think that the video is of value. Now let's begin. I want to preface before I start with these words. Everything in life that you are capable of doing, you are born with. If you are a human being, you are born with the ability to walk and talk. You can also sing and compete athletically, so forth, so on. It comes down to a matter of training and exercising to improve on what you were born with. Understand this. Everything appears to be magic until you learn to do it. Then it becomes natural, meaning it is a part of nature. Your nature. Understand this. The teachings of the Atlanteans, Sumerians, Nubians, Hebrew Israelite, and Cometians and Hebrew Israelites is simply a development of the human intelligence. Now, at this time, I'm going to read to you a very important piece of knowledge that you must understand. The knowledge which comes from creation, which exists in the past, belongs to all of humanity, for it was compiled by, traded to and fro, built up on by all of humanity. Knowledge has never been exclusive or indicative of one particular group of people. Now, I want you to think about that because it's common sense. It is common sense. From the wheel, we made chariots, wagons, cars, so forth and so on. And it was developed by different groups of people. Now, let's begin. Everything that we can do is within us. We simply have to develop it. We must develop our senses and our abilities in order to advance spiritually. The teachings of the Hebrew Israelites, God's chosen people, is not heaven and hell. It is spiritual maturity. Spiritual maturity. What is maturity? It comes with what? It comes with age. It comes with study. It comes with experience. Experience. That is spiritual philosophy. That is the religion of Hebrew Israelites as it was passed down from the Atlanteans to the Sumerians and on down to the Hebrew Israelites. Caucasians took the teachings and turned it into religions. Understand this. And religions is really a form, in my opinion, I see it as voodoo and things of this nature. You see, common sense is knowledge. When the more we learn, the more it becomes common to us, and we develop common sense from the knowledge passed down through the ages. Spirituality is the development of the Spirit of God within us. That's why we call it spiritual maturity. Now, as I've stated before, we have the ability to do all things we can do within us. We are born with that. If we can see with the third eye, then we are born with the ability to see with the third eye. Now, those of you who are saying, hurry up, and get to the point, turn off the video because you have missed the point already. Now, let me continue. If you can't see with the two eyes that you have, forget about seeing with the third eye. Because what we're talking, your eyes and your ears are to transfer to your brain the truth. Your brain passes this on to your mind for interpretation. Understand this. Truth is key. Truth is key. If you can't see with your eyes and ears and transfer that truth to your mind, then you can't see with your eyes. Truth is the common denominator. If you are biased in your thinking, you can't see with your eyes. You can only see the truth. Anything other than the truth is not knowledge. It is your imagination, and you're living in an illusion. Do you understand? What you see with your eyes and hear with your ears go to your brain and is transferred to your mind. And your mind creates the mental picture. But that picture must be truth. You can't see a train and tell your mind that that train is a truck and then expect to develop the ability to see with your third eye. Now, if you think seeing with your third eye is some type of magical ability, then there is someone out there that's going to try to sell you this magical ability. But everything we do is natural, and it comes from seeing truth first, seeing and acknowledging truth, to understand how your mind's eye work, to understand how your mind's eye works. It is the ability to see through things mentally and form a mental picture. It is through acknowledging truth I can foresee future events. Knowledge adds up. What is knowledge? It is truth. When someone teaches you to believe a lie, they are weakening you spiritually. They are weakening you spiritually when you live in lies. You can't activate the third eye with lies because your mind functions with truth. It functions with truth. What is awareness? What is awareness? What is it to be aware? To be aware is to acknowledge truth. If you deviate from the truth, Forget about your third eye. It's not going to work. Now, a lot of you all was expecting me to say something magical. No, there is only ignorance and intelligence. Ignorance always precedes intelligence. And I don't mean ignorance in the term of being stupid. I mean ignorance in the term of not knowing. But how do you begin to know? You must be aware of the truth. You must acknowledge the truth. The more you acknowledge the truth, the more you are aware of what is going on around you, and you are able to see with your mind what is going to happen next. So everything starts with a recognition of truth. Truth is reality. Accepting reality leads to spiritual maturity and the ability to see the truth. And it comes naturally. And from that comes things that you can't even imagine. Just seeing and acknowledging the truth, that awareness creates things, does not create, allows you to see things that you have beyond your imagination. Because as I said in that verse I read to you, truth adds up. It adds up to spiritual maturity. But you don't get spiritual maturity if you're going to church and you're worrying about going to heaven and hell. That is not direction. That gives you no direction. Spiritual maturity is a direction. It is not a bus stop to heaven or a bus stop to hell. It is a direction which is unlimited. It is an unlimited direction. It is to reach for the light and to never grab the light, because there is no limit to knowledge. There is no limit to knowledge. Now, if you believe Israelis are God's chosen people, then you will never be able to use your third eye, because common sense dictates that they are not. To be God's chosen people, you would have to be melanated, and you would have to be able to live in an area where the sun shines all the time. And to do that, you must live, your skin must be melanated. It must be melanated. You can't hide from the truth and activate your third mind. You can't do that. You limit yourself when you do that. The Khazars are the Israelis. They are Khazars. History has proven that. DNA tests have proven that. Now, Caucasians, you can become spiritually aware by recognizing the truth, and you can also become spiritually mature by recognizing and acknowledging the truth. There is no limit to knowledge. There is no limit. There is no competition for knowledge. There is no competition. The best athlete is the one who is not the one that was born gifted. It is the one who develops what they have. No one will reach the light at the end of the tunnel, but you have to reach for the light. Fooling yourself and thinking you are something else or someone else is comparison. Do not compare, except. Do not compare except who you are and go from there. Accept who you are and go from there. This is not a race. It's not a race. We are all gifted. Everything is within us, and whatever is within us, we must develop. It was put there by God for a reason. Develop what you have. Live your life in freedom. Truth is freedom. That truth that is freedom is the knowledge that will set you free. Don't live your life in fear of this person being better than you or that person being better than you. Live your life to develop maturity. And those people that are spiritually mature will try to pull you along with them. Why? One of the reasons why I like comments is because comments leads to further knowledge. Questions lead to further knowledge. Other people's questions lead to your own further knowledge when you seek to understand. When you seek to understand. Those of you who are interested in truth, those of you who want to live in truth are spiritually gifted. If you want the truth, you desire the truth, you want to acknowledge the truth, you want to live the truth, then you are spiritually gifted. But understand this. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Search for truth. It will always add up. Don't be afraid to think for yourself. You don't have to be a sheep. Think for yourself. Honestly, unbiasedly. Recognize truth and then go on to the next truth. Don't worry about who's next to you. The only person that you are competing with is yourself. You are competing to be the best that you can be. The competition is within you, and it is simply awakening the spirit that is within you that is already there. Activate it. Activate it. But it begins with, before you can use your third eye, you have to use the two you have in the front of your head correctly. Understand this. What you see with your eyes goes to your brains, and then it should be interpreted by your mind. But don't let your brain twist what your eyes see and then send your mind false information and expect to expand spiritually, expect to mature spiritually. Because seeing with the third eye is just a matter of spiritual maturity. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later. And guess what? It's free. It's within you. It's free. You don't have to buy this book and that book. You just have to be able to see what's in front of you. Talk to you later.